Here we go. Okay. And we are live.
Hello, everybody.
Hi guys. We there we go. Our air just turned off. If you heard it get a lot quieter in here, it's because our air sounds like a freight train, our AC, and it just went off. So we should be good to go.
Okay, so what are we drinking tonight?
Tonight we are drinking Aveline, which is like my favorite branded. Just going off looks, it's like the prettiest looking wine, but it's a white blend, and it's Aveline is Cameron Diaz's wine company. It is so good. If you've never had it, I highly recommend it. They don't sell it here where we live. We had to get it in Nashville. Thank you.
Here you go.
It's like made with organic grapes. It's like quote unquote clean wine, and it's really good.
Why don't you go ahead and say hello to everybody, and we'll do our cheers.
Let's do it. All right. So, hello, Gerald and Clinton and Tony and Sapna and Aranda and Jack and Bob and Lane and David and Dylan and Wayne, Clayton. I don't know if I already said Clayton. Hi, everybody. And how do we always start it? Welcome to Vino Vent. And oh yeah, whether you are drinking wine or water or tea or coffee or Dr. Pepper or Pepsi, cheers. Cheers to you.
I don't.
You want something else?
No, I'll drink it. I don't know if I like it though.
Well, I don't want it to be wasted if you don't like it.
I'm not sure. Okay, so we have so much to talk about. Gunnar, I saw your question about muscadine wine. So my mama growing up used to make muscadine wine, but as adults, we don't drink it. But yeah, I would definitely be into it. Gunnar also asked how was Taylor. We're going to get into that.
Gosh.
We have so much to say about the Taylor Errors tour. It was so much. It was so fun. Okay, so should we jump into that?
Yeah, I mean, why don't we just? I mean, I feel like we listed it's in the title, right? Like you put Eras Tour, so why don't we just go ahead and talk about Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour. She came to Nashville this weekend, and we got to see her opening night on Friday.
We were kind of worried because they were calling for rain on Friday.
Yeah.
And it did sprinkle a little bit, but it was not like what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to rain pretty much the whole concert, but it cleared up and it did not rain. However, I think it is raining tonight on the concert. They should be getting started like right now.
Yeah, it's definitely raining here where we are.
So what were your overall thoughts?
Okay. So we went to the concert with our best friends, Matt and Bo. It took Matt 2 days to even get the tickets way back in November. So it's hard to believe that May is already even here. Because I remember when he got the tickets, it felt like it was going to be forever.
Mm-hmm.
And then time did its thing and sped up, and now we're here. I will say, and this is not me being dramatic, because you know that I can get dramatic sometimes, that it was like the greatest thing that I think we've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like the spectacle and like the splendor and like the showmanship. And I mean, I don't know how she performed at the level that she did for 3.5 hours. I just got off the phone with my younger sister and she asked how the concert was. And I was like, Sydney, like, we were exhausted by the end of it. Like our backs were hurting, our shoulders, like we had to sit down. And here she was just still going at it and giving us hit after hit after hit. So it was incredible. It was so good. What did
Thomas
you think?
is a huge Swiftie, if you can't already tell. So I wasn't really a Taylor fan at all until we started dating.
Okay, I was like, what?
which was a long time ago, 13 years ago.
Mhm.
And Thomas kind of turned me on to Taylor. And I would say that even over the years, I haven't been the biggest Taylor Swift fan, but I think it was probably like Evermore and folklore that really like turned me on to her, because it just like struck a nerve with me and I loved the sound of it. And I don't know, I was just really into it. And then ever since then, I've been a fan. And then after this concert, I would maybe consider myself a Swiftie as well, just because we've been to a couple of concerts over the years, and it was just something about being around 70,000 people all at once who are like so excited. Like you can feel the energy of the people. And like, it's funny because like I can find myself in nature with like not a single person in sight. And I like have this feeling of like just wanting to take it all in and take a deep breath and like, and hold it. And there was something about being in that crowd that felt the exact same way. I caught myself like 2 or 3 times just like taking a breath and just like seeing all the people.
That's great. I love that you did that.
But it was so fun. It was such a fun concert.
Someone asked if we had seen Taylor before. We have. We saw her Reputation tour in 2018 or 2018, I think, which was so good also. It was so good. Real quick on TikTok, Daniel said, I haven't seen these guys in years. You look different. I love it. Welcome back.
Daniel, I'm curious, like different how?
Yeah, be specific.
Be specific.
So we saw her, and then like in between, we have been to other concerts that were good. Like we saw Adele when she did 25. We saw Ed Sheeran. But there was just, yeah, like you said, there was just something about her, like Taylor, like, I mean, her magnetism, I feel like, is just crazy, because she was talking to you like we were in the same room, and like it was just like us and her. And like the way I was talking to you and Matt and Bo about it, the way she was like dancing on stage, and like just her confidence and her fearlessness, it was like you were watching someone have a really good time dancing in their bedroom alone in front of the mirror with like a hairbrush, because you just have like can go all out, and it's like that's how comfortable she looked on stage.
Let's see. H Wood 2029 said over on TikTok, any chance you'll be back on TV? Enjoyed your show when on HGTV. So for those of you that don't understand that question, we filmed a pilot that aired on HGTV back in 2017, and it was not picked up for series, so it didn't go anywhere. I don't know. We both, like right after that, the pilot happened, we were both like, that TV is just not for us. We didn't really enjoy the process of it back then. And we just like financially weren't in the right place to do like a series. So it was good that we didn't get picked up. But we found ourselves, now that we're older, like open to it. And we've actually been working with like a production company for the last couple of months now, and they are actively pitching to networks. So I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I think we would both be open to it if it was the right fit as far as like what the show is about.
Yeah, I agree. Nicholas on YouTube said we keep losing the sound on YouTube in Britain. I don't know. Can you hear us? Can anyone else? Is there a problem for anyone else?
Lisa Hoffer over on Instagram said that she missed us at the crawfish boil. Why do I always say that wrong? There for like a good couple of years, we had like a picture every year, the first couple of years, remember?
Yes, that's right. And I took a photo with her last year. I know, Lisa, we really wanted to go. We were just so tired last night after we stayed up late, and we woke up early, and then we drove home from Nashville, and we were just too Too tired. Oh, Edwin on TikTok said, I felt that energy with Britney's concert in 2001. The energy in the room was magical. I can honestly imagine.
Yeah.
Like, I bet seeing Britney in her prime was just like unlike anything else. So yeah, I love Britney. Okay. So Taylor, what was your favorite song that she got to like that you got to see her perform?
Honestly, I loved I feel like you said you didn't care for the opening. I liked the opening.
I'm gonna clarify that whenever you're finished.
So I was into that, but you also know I don't know names of songs, so
Hum them.
well, I don't even know. I don't know. There was one on Folklore that I really liked that she sang, and I liked the opening. I liked the one that she sang on Folklore, and then I was in so much pain by the end. Like I'd say the last hour of the concert, like my back was killing me from like standing and dancing and like singing and screaming at her. That
At her.
I was like, yeah, I was not 100% in it because I was in so much pain. But yeah, what about you? What's your favorite song?
Well, I do want to clarify. I didn't not like the opening. She opened the Eras tour with. By the way, a lot of people said that like pray for the people in Nashville that the show doesn't get canceled because they're saying it's lightning there, so it may get canceled tonight. Good luck, guys. I hope it doesn't, but also stay safe. I loved the way she did the opening. She opened the Eras tour with Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. I thought that was just a random opener. Like I thought that other songs would have been better. Like I know she opened Reputation tour with Ready for It, which makes sense because it's kind of like alluding to, are you ready for it? Are you ready for the concert? Like we're getting it started. But she opened the Eras tour with Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince, and it was great. It just felt like that wasn't a single, from Lover. That wasn't like a huge song from Lover. And so to me, it just felt like I could have seen her opening with Cruel Summer. Oh, well, you know what? Austin on TikTok said, what better opening is there than It's Been a Long Time Coming, but
I know.
That's true.
I really loved it.
Now that's true. And then Mark on Instagram said, but did you notice what her first words were? You're right. It's been a long time coming, but okay. So that's true. My favorite one though had to been Enchanted. I will say that was the one that I got very emotional watching.
Thomas cried during the concert.
I cried during that song. I was like filming it and the tears were just streaming. And I was like, I have never cried at a concert before. What am I doing? But that song holds a special place in my heart for PJ and I. And so that song just really got to me. And she sounded so good on it. I've loved that song since it came out. But
Rebel asked if we'd ever been to a Christina concert. We have not.
Nope. Junior Sanchez on YouTube said, Thomas, which Taylor song would you say describes PJ and the kids? Well, I would say Enchanted always describes PJ for me. And then for the kids, I don't know. I mean, whenever I think of them, I think of like Never Grow Up or The Best Day. I also think of New Year's Day whenever I also think of PJ when I hear New Year's Day. So I don't know. What about you? What song
I don't know. I don't know names.
That's right. Okay. How about her announcing Speak Now?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah. That was really, everybody like knew in the audience what was going on, but I had no idea what was about to happen.
Yeah.
They were like, everyone was screaming.
I didn't get it either.
It's funny how many, like every single person in the audience basically is singing at the same time. And like how you see the TikTok or like reels that there's like a person close by while you're filming and they're just like screaming, not even singing. It's just like as like heavy metal screaming the song as loud as they can. Mm-hmm. There was a girl right behind me the whole concert that did it.
Yeah, there was a girl right behind us that she was the one who said when Taylor sings Bejeweled and she says, and by the way, and the girl behind her says, where are you going, Taylor?
Yeah.
I'm going out tonight. It was so funny.
Yeah. there's a lot of cute little things like that happen throughout the concert.
Yeah.
That if you're aware of, you can be a part of that. But we didn't know. I knew that one.
Yeah. The delicate one where it's like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. They
Let's
say
go.
let's go, bitch.
Yeah.
And then dive on the east side. And then the you forget, but you never let go. Band-Aids don't. Yeah. Okay. Edwin on TikTok says, after Speak Now, do you think she will remake her debut? I feel like she'll save 1989 for last. So we were talking about that on the way home, the four of us, and we actually think that she may save Taylor Swift for last, her debut, because it's kind of like going back to the beginning and saving that for last. And we think that after Speak Now that she'll do 1989, but I don't know. I love Speak Now. I think it was the first album of hers that I listened to all the way through. Like for some reason up until then, I wasn't really like an albums guy. I really just listened to singles. And then I listened to all of Speak Now, and so much of it came out whenever PJ and I first started dating. And so much of it reminds me of him, and I just love it.
I was not expecting to get like the blues after the concert, but like yesterday and today, I was having a little blues. I don't know. I was at like, it was such a high being there and being with that many people, and then like coming back home, I was down. Go figure.
Yeah, but I feel like you took steps today to help. Like you gave yourself some downtime. PJ watched the Whitney Houston movie, I Want to Dance with Somebody, and he kind of like cuddled up in bed, and then you worked out and went for a couple runs. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you kind of did what you had to do to get out of your blues. So yeah, it was, yeah, I get what you mean. Like we've been kind of coming down from it and just like watching a bunch of TikToks of the Eras tour, trying to relive it, and then listening to Taylor Swift nonstop the last 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
So, J.R. Martin, Tennessee on YouTube said, enjoyed meeting y'all and Matt and Bo for their book signing in Nashville. Have they
cute.
Got either of you working on a book of your own yet? No, we're not. I would love to write a book one day. That's like a bucket list thing for me. Would love to find a way. I don't know what it'd be about.
Edwin said that he has the same Stanley Cup. I like it, other than it is really heavy when it's full.
It's a big cup. Yeah. It really is a big old cup. But it holds a lot, and it's really cute to look at.
Ralphie over on YouTube said, do you know any of like what's next as far as concerts?
For us?
We don't have any booked. I don't know. I don't really like going to concerts unless it's like a specific person. So Taylor is one. Adele was one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know that there's anybody else I'd want to go see. I'm sure there is, but I don't know.
I wouldn't mind seeing Lana.
Yeah, I would not want to do that.
No, I would like to see her.
No.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I will say, like, for us to go to a concert, it was a lot of work to get there, and it was worth it. But it was like we had to drop the kids off, and like some of our kids stay with my mom, and some stay with his mom, and then we had to drop our animals off and have someone watch our farm animals, and then like I don't know, it was a lot, and so we can't do this very often.
Oh, well, speaking of doing something, the last time we did the Vino Vent, we were talking about possibly going to Europe at the end or middle to end of May. Well, we did confirm that. So we are for sure going to Europe. We have our tickets. We are going to be leaving around May 18th, and we are flying to Barcelona, and we're going to be there for like 24 hours. And then we are doing a cruise with Celebrity Cruises, which is something that we did a long time ago, like 5 years ago. And we're finally getting to do another one, and we're super excited. We're going to be going popping around Europe, and we're so excited about it.
We really are. Oh my gosh. Jess on Instagram said, "Are you going with the kids?"
So no, this is a daddy, and dad trip. We had considered taking the kids, but they're still in school and they really can't miss school. And then we had talked to both of our moms about watching the kids. And then we asked the kids if that would be okay. And I was fully prepared to like not go on the trip if any of the kids said that they didn't want us to go.
Mm-hmm.
But they were so excited about getting to stay at Mama and Situ's house that I was like, "Are you sure you don't want us to stay home?" And they were like, No. You need to go. We won't miss you at all."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, that doesn't make me feel better." But so yeah, they're super excited about getting to stay with the grandmothers, and we're excited because this is the first trip. Well, we have done a trip before without the kids, but nothing this long. I think it's going to be like 8 days away from the kids, so it'll be the longest that we've been away from the kids. So we'll see how that goes. I know myself, and by the end of the trip, I'm going to be probably depressed and ready to come home just because I want to see the kids, but it'll be good.
I think it'll be good for everyone. We'd even talked about last year how we would love to do a cruise again, and like we miss working with celebrity cruises. And it's also going to be. You already said it's going to be for your birthday?
I did not say that.
Yeah, so it's going to be during PJ's birthday. So we're going to be spending his birthday, I think, in Rome, which is going to be so cute and so romantic. So I am so excited.
I think my cousin Malachi is on here over on Instagram.
Oh my gosh.
If it's Malachi, hey.
Hi, Malachi. So on YouTube, someone asked if we've heard of the Honeymooners.
Not.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. And then wow. Sorry, I was reading a question on YouTube. Okay, so on TikTok, someone said, "What do you guys do for work? How far are you guys from downtown Nashville?" So we are about maybe 2.5 or 3 hours from downtown Nashville. And then for work, we just do social media. That's what we do. It's our job. It's our full-time job, and work on houses. All right, we're doing a refill just as a heads up or a reminder. We're drinking Aveline tonight. It's their white wine, and it's just like a white blend.
McMuffin corrected himself, but he asked if we were brothers or lovers. We are lovers.
Okay, and then someone asked on TikTok, "Are we ever going to go back to doing longer YouTube videos?"
Yes, I think the answer is yes to that.
Is.
Right now, we're like finding like a comfort zone in like how much to post and when to post, and like so yeah, I think longer formatted content is not it's not as easy to do because it takes more time to like shoot it and then put it together, and honestly it doesn't perform as well. I think that has something to do with the algorithms on all the platforms. Short video content has been like what has been pushed so much lately. I feel like that's shifting, but it seems like on YouTube, our videos for one don't do very well when they haven't performed well for a while, and so I think that's kind of discouraging just because whenever it takes like over a week to get one together and then it doesn't perform well, I think it's discouraging. Also because you can make a short video and it doesn't take as much time or energy to create that, and usually those are the ones that are like the engagement will be a lot better. So I don't know. Hopefully the algorithm will come back around to where longer formatted content isn't like reprimanded, because we really enjoy doing it. It's just whenever they don't perform well, it's kind of discouraging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you brought up a good point. A lot of it has to do with that as well, but I don't know. I do wish we miss the long videos too. And it actually is so much fun to go back every once in a while and watch them and see where we are at, during certain points in our lives. But I said this last Sunday, we have like 2 that are ready to go. We just both need to like watch them a final time and kind of give critiques. I honestly, this is gonna sound terrible. I keep forgetting. Like I keep forgetting to just post it because once you get out of that routine of posting every Sunday, it's hard to get back into it.
A user over on TikTok said that you can do short vlogs here on TikTok. I didn't know that. I guess they'll do like a day in the life type things. Thomas Gunner wants to know if you like Shania.
Yeah, I like Shania. We watched her documentary a couple months ago, and I got really into "Come On Over," that album. Just like all the singles again, brought me back to being like 7 or 8. But you really like Shania. You always sing that one song, like I want to, like if you're gonna be my man, you better be proud of me, or what is that song?
What? I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I don't know.
Are you the one from the one?
I don't know names of anything.
Where it's like, any man of mine's gonna be.
Any man of mine better be proud. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. So he knows that one. Oh, Gunner got floor tickets to Shania.
Oh,
fun. Oh, everyone knows that song. Any Man of Mine is a bop. Okay. Jack on YouTube said, here's a question. If you 2 and Matt and Bo were the Golden Girls, who would be who? That's a you question because I don't know the Golden Girls.
Thomas would be Betty White. I feel like we've actually had this conversation with Matt and Bo before. I would be a mixture of like
Bo Arthur. B Arthur. They are Bo Arthur.
Yeah, but who is her mom on the show?
The old lady?
What was her name?
I don't know.
I would be a mix of Dorothy and then her mom and Blanche. And Matt would be, I feel like he'd be a mixture of Blanche and Betty White. And
is Betty White Rose?
Rose.
Because someone said I see Thomas as Rose.
Yeah, Rose.
That's who Rose is.
Matt would be a mixture of Blanche and Rose. Thomas would be Rose. And then Bo would be a mixture of, who is the old lady? Sophia.
Everyone's saying Sophia on YouTube.
And Dorothy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I loved the Golden Girls so much. I've probably seen every episode.
Yeah, I think it's cute that I don't know why I've never watched it.
My mom and Dorothy watched or always had it on, and so I watched it growing up.
That's cute.
Kyle over on TikTok asked if we were married, and we are. We have been married for
8 years.
And we have been together for 13.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Someone on YouTube said I'm more of a Charlotte. So now if we were talking about Sex in the City, I could do that.
Oh no, that's the one that we did.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
So do the Sex in the City one. Because I know it, but I didn't watch.
I think out of our friends, like I would be Charlotte. I think that Bo would be Miranda.
Mm-hmm.
Matt would be Samantha, and then you would probably be Carrie. But you're like a mixture of Carrie and Samantha and Miranda. You're like a mixture of all of them, actually. Like except Charlotte. You don't have no Charlotte in you.
No.
You're a mixture of like Carrie, Miranda, and Samantha.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like very clearly a Charlotte, and Bo is very clearly a Miranda. A couple people asked how Taylor was. We did go see Taylor Swift this weekend. And if you're late to Vino Vent. We've already talked about her, but it was incredible. Yeah, very incredible.
Jacob over on TikTok said, advice or tips on home decor and interior. When I saw that question, something popped in my head and I thought I want to share it just because we try to like do this ourselves. I feel like one mistake that a lot of people make when doing their home is they will attempt to do it. Like if you're buying a new house, a lot of people will like go into the mindset of like the whole house needs to be decorated. Like we move in and we decorate it, which I think is a horrible idea, because to me, like design and interior and decorating is better whenever you have like collected things over a period of time and like get things that you love versus just like going out and just getting a bunch of things from like big box stores. And that's one thing that in the beginning we kind of were forced to do it that way just because financially we didn't have the money to like buy the types of things that we wanted.
Yeah.
And so we collected pieces over the last like 13 years together and are getting closer to like a home, or like getting closer to how we want our home to be. But I feel like a lot of people like will buy a brand new house or build a brand new house and then they'll furnish the whole house. Every bedroom has like matching bedrooms, sets, and like the rooms to go furniture, which we actually have rooms to go furniture too. But just whenever you do the whole house at one time, I feel like you lose that character of,
it like kind of feels soulless.
yeah.
And no personality. So
Okay.
Okay.
What are you guys up to on your Sunday?
Jim wants to know on YouTube, how's it going with the donkeys? Are they keeping the coyotes away?
Yes. So far we have had no more coyote attacks, which is amazing. We hopefully we'll just keep on with that track record, because I was getting to the point where I was so over having to deal with that. It's just very depressing. Thoughts on making a moody office? Do you paint the ceiling? I love the look of a painted ceiling. I think a dark moody color, if you want it to have like a moody feel to it, dark greens or really, really dark, like blues.
Like I think like a charcoal would be really pretty.
Yeah.
Like a gunmetal type color.
So gloss or matte. I like using gloss when I want the whole room to feel and look like it's like wainscoting, almost like lots of like detailed trim work and crown molding. I'll paint the whole thing and do it in a gloss. Matte finishes are more difficult to keep clean, so keep that in mind. But like we did, you can't really tell behind us, but the kitchen paint color is in a flat kind of matte finish, which is not a great choice for a kitchen, but we did it anyways.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like I kept seeing questions. Hi, Lexi.
Oh, hey, Lexi.
I saw a question that now I can't find it. I don't remember where it was. Talk about that. Talk about the donkeys. Oh yeah, a couple people on TikTok asked where the kids were. So every time we do these Vino events, they're already all in bed. They go to bed before 8, and it works for us that way. They get lots of sleep, and they function better. So Jacob on YouTube said, what are the kiddos' current interests?
So our oldest has been into dinosaurs for the last couple of years. He's still really into that. Our middle kiddo is really into Nintendo right now. They have Super Mario. They play that a lot.
Oh gosh,
Our
excuse me.
youngest daughter is just got into, like, we've wanted her to like do her hair real cute with bows for years.
Yeah.
Never wanted to, but just like in the last like 2 weeks, she's gotten into bows. But she likes being creative and
She loves,
helping.
yeah, she loves helping in the kitchen. Like anytime I'm cooking, she always pops in and says, I will help you. And then like wants to start doing whatever I'm doing.
Oh, and bugs. She loves catching bugs and she wants to keep them as pets.
Yeah, she loves bugs. Hi, Tanya. I'm so sorry. I think it's Tanya on Instagram from Unit Kitchens and Baths.
Aw, hey.
Hello. And then Sapna on YouTube asked how the face peeling has gone. So we did a VI peel a week ago, and it basically peeled our whole face, all the skin off of our face, and we have new skin, right? Technically new skin. But they're finished peeling for the most part. I still have a little bit right here. You probably can't see it on like camera. But,
yeah, my nose is still peeling at the end of it.
Oh yeah, I see it. I didn't notice it.
But almost back to normal.
Yeah. So today it's been a week, and it's like the most normal that it's felt. So, Dwight on TikTok said, "Yeah, we can see it." Dang it! I was hoping that you couldn't, but definitely it looks a lot better than it did earlier in the week. Like earlier in the week, it looked like we just had the worst sunburn ever. And it was so uncomfortable and so itchy, and I kept wanting to like take it off. But now that it's done, I love the way it looks and the way it turned out.
Hey Nancy over on YouTube, and Sean said it did look alarming. You both look amazing now. Yeah, our kids were very alarmed.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Edwin on TikTok said the peeling videos were driving me nuts. I agreed with your daughter. I know. Trust me, they're driving me nuts as well. And Sean said on YouTube, it did look alarming, but you both look amazing now. So yeah, I mean, it definitely paid off. Excuse me. Oh my God. I am so sorry. I keep yawning. I'm not even tired. Okay. And then what do we have this week? School's coming to an end.
Yeah, the kids have, I think, a week and a half left of, oh my God, that's insane. They have a week and a half left of school, and then they'll be out for summer break. However, we signed our boys up for a summer program that will be the majority of June. And then we plan on sprinkling our beach shack in this summer. So we'll probably go at least once or twice in June, and then we're going to go most of the month of July. It is so close to being finished. Today we picked out paint for our front door and our back door. And it was really neat. Let me show you. So we have windows that were like metal clad windows that were already like painted when we bought them. That was how they came. And they were like this green color. So our beach shack cottage is like this cute little 700 square foot white house with green windows. And so we were trying to figure out what color to paint the door, but because the windows, we don't really know what that color is. But I went to the paint store today, and I took a window in and they matched it. And so they were able to like get it super close. But so we're going to do our doors the same color as our windows, and they're going to be painting that next week. And then but yeah, I'm so excited about staying down there and getting to use the house.
Yeah, I am too. Apple user on TikTok said, do you agree with the politics in Florida?
No,
we don't. And I noticed a couple people also asked on Instagram if we were upset that Taylor didn't say anything about all of the, political legislation going on in Tennessee. No,
I don't. And I actually had that thought go through my mind in the beginning of the concert. And it was such a positive space. Like everything was so positive. Like her bringing that up would have been such a negative downer that I feel like everybody that was there, we just kind of wanted to escape and like be in the moment and be having fun. And
because we know how she feels about it.
yeah,
like we know she's been so outspoken about how ashamed she is of Tennessee's politics always. And
Whitney
Yeah.
over on TikTok, we are streaming on TikTok, Instagram, and our YouTube channel.
Yeah, so we know how Taylor Swift feels. We're not happy with the politics in Tennessee, and we're not happy with the politics in Florida, and it just so happens we own property in both. But our mentality has always kind of been like, we will never let the ideas of a few people, like the governors in each state, dictate where we get our happiness. Like the beach, the stretch of beach that we have a house on in Florida brings us so much joy, and it's like our favorite place ever. And just like in Tennessee, like our farm and this house and like our family lives here, that it brings us so much joy. And we would never let the ideas and beliefs of a small group of people who happen to run the legislator in Tennessee and Florida dictate where we live.
John, we're in between like Panama City and Destin, the panhandle of Florida.
So Sapna on YouTube, this is crazy. She said that, so Sapna is from the UK, and she said that she thinks that they only get 6 weeks of summer there for the kids, and that Jack said in the UK our schools shut down or shut for summer at the end of July. So we get about 2.5 months, about 2.5 months here where we live.
Yeah, it gets shorter and shorter.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, by the end of summer, I think we're all ready to like for the kids to go back to school, because it also like we get so off of our routine in the summer, and like school is just like everyone is on a routine. Like we're on a routine, the kids are, and it's just like structure is so good for our family unit. And so by the time summer's over, we're like, yes, let's get back to school. And it's a nice change. But so we are excited for summer. I love Gunnar on TikTok. He like is our moderator. So funny. Gabriel said, hi, what are your pronouns? We both identify as he, his. So now what? What are we going to watch tonight?
I don't feel like we have anything that we're like really into right now.
There's a couple of shows on Apple TV Plus that I want to watch. Drops of God. What?
Okay, is that the sci-fi one that just came out?
No, it's Silo. We could watch that.
Okay, that came out May 6th, I think. Okay, that's what I want to watch.
Yeah. So Kimmy on TikTok said, do you guys enjoy living in Tennessee, especially since people there are not very accepting? Yeah, we do. We do. We surround ourselves. I feel like we surround ourselves with people who love and accept us, and we don't surround ourselves with anyone who doesn't. And so I think that sometimes we kind of get in like our own little bubble of safety and security. And then whenever we around, other people or the general public, we're like, oh wait, Tennessee isn't as accepting. Like, how could we forget? But overall, we do enjoy living in Tennessee. The thing is, there's also going to be hate and negativity and homophobia anywhere you go, because that's just the world. Obviously, it's more like prominent in certain places, but yeah, I don't think we'll ever move.
Somebody recommended Queen Charlotte over on TikTok.
Is that a show?
It's the Shonda Rhimes.
Oh, the Bridgerton.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that is something I would want to watch.
Yeah.
Trashy McTrash. We are not brothers. We are lovers. We've been together for 13 years.
Yeah, not brothers. Julian on YouTube said, "Did you always plan on settling down in your hometown?" I think once we got
we
married and
we both had periods in our life where growing up, we thought that we would move out of our town to a bigger city, and then came back around to like wanting to stay close to our moms.
mm-hmm.
But I think we, because we found each other in the town that we lived in,
Yeah.
we stayed. I don't think, like, if I do feel like if you had not found me and I had not found you, we might have both moved separately, like at different points in our life.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I agree. Gunnar said Thomas could see himself in a brownstone. I could see our whole family in a brownstone. I don't think about just me anymore. I think like, where would our family thrive? And I still think our family could thrive in Brooklyn, but who has that kind of money? But yeah, I think that we both feel very confident in our decision to stay here.
C over on TikTok said, my ex is the only one who's ever loved me. He left after 4 years. See, we actually also broke up when we had been together for 4 years. We broke up for a couple of months and then got back together. So if it's meant to be, it'll happen. And if not, you will find someone else who is even better.
That's right. That's right. Assuming that they want to get back, like they want to get back with their ex.
Proud Web Designer said, what were your jobs before you created content? So I have been in real estate since like 2008 when I bought my first property and began like renovating properties, and then eventually got my real estate license. And then Thomas was in insurance before we started doing content full time. Thomas actually quit his job first, and then well, we did it like he went part-time, and then he did that for like a year, and then he quit because we were like doing a lot of travel partnerships, and his boss was basically like, okay, this isn't working anymore. You either need to like quit or
I forgot about that.
like not go on that trip. And we went on the trip.
Never look back.
Yeah. And then I retired my real estate license in 2020 during the pandemic, and I haven't renewed my license.
Yeah. Gunnar, I don't know which sandals you're talking about. Maybe are they the Birkenstocks? I'm not sure which leather ones, but if you message us on Instagram and send us a picture if you see them.
Matthew asked over on TikTok, he said, who made your kitchen cabinets? They are gorgeous. So I actually designed our cabinets, and I drew them on just like construction paper. And then I had a custom cabinet maker build them. And so I drew them out, and then he put it and made them. And I'm really happy with his craftsmanship. He was really good at what he did. He doesn't do them anymore. I've tried to get him to do more other properties that we were renovating, but he doesn't have a shop anymore. So.
Someone talked about the music being relaxing. Thank you. Edwin on TikTok loves your accent, PJ. Said it's very endearing. Someone on Instagram said, so you guys get money with just creating content?
Yeah. So we still do real estate. So like last year we flipped a house and we sold it, but we also used that house for content, and we used it for partnerships as well. So usually what happens is like brands we were kind of lucky in the sense that when we started doing content, we got, we had a good amount of following on Instagram and YouTube from like the very beginning, which is when we started like in 2015. So from 2015 to 2018, we had a really good following. And so we got in at the beginning of like when content creators were like starting to make money. And so brands would reach out and be like, try this product or promote this product. And then we eventually got a manager. And so we have a manager who is in LA, and she basically negotiates all those contracts. So
Yeah, we feel very fortunate for the situation we're in with her and with our management company. Lori had made a really sweet comment on YouTube. I won't read it out loud, but I just want to say, Lori, thank you. That was the sweetest ever, and great name because that is PJ's mom's name.
Mm-hmm.
She spells it differently, but it's the same name, and I love that. I love that name. And then I felt like I saw something else. So Tim on TikTok said, "You have kids or a kid?" We do have children. We have 3 kids. They're the love of our lives. We cannot imagine where we would be without them.
Edwin, my initials stand for Paul Jasper.
Yep.
Hi, over on TikTok's asked if we had about Taylor. We went to the concert. It was amazing. It was so good.
Yes.
Highly recommend it. If you can get tickets, you should give it a shot. So fun. Very long, but so fun.
It was very long because so Taylor performed at the Eras Tour for 3.5 hours. But before that, we did listen to Phoebe Bridgers, and then before that was Gracie Abrams, who, by the way, I've never heard a Gracie Abrams song.
But she was good. I liked her.
She was so good. She's J.J. Abrams' daughter.
Oh.
I had no idea.
Wow.
I know. And her real name is Gracie Abrams. I thought that it was kind of like a Childish Gambino type of thing where like it's a play on words, like a pun for Stacey Abrams. Don't ask me why. But yeah, she was wonderful.
Welcome Plastica over on TikTok.
Yes. Then Phoebe Bridgers was good. Mm-hmm. We're not huge Phoebe Bridgers fans, and I think that's only because we haven't taken the time to listen to her stuff.
Yeah.
And then if we did,
I didn't know of her until the concert, until Bo was talking about her.
Yeah, our best friends that we went with, Matt and Bo, they love Phoebe Bridgers. That's the reason that they chose to book this concert, because they saw that she was opening for Taylor. So they love Phoebe Bridgers, and they were so excited to see her. And she was good. She was good. Her music is kind of sad, which is fine.
I normally like sad music.
Yeah,
I love The Fray. The Fray was my favorite band all through my 20s. Early 20s.
Yeah, I love The Fray. On TikTok, Hi said, "Did you write a Taylor song?" No. I will say Taylor, like as a writer, has always inspired me, like with her use of details and like the imagery that she paints with her words, and how like with her lyrics, she kind of takes you into a whole world and you can like picture exactly what she is writing. In any song. And I feel like that is her gift as a songwriter, is that she can just like paint these whole worlds for you, and you immediately go there and can like visualize what she's writing about. So as a writer, I love that. Oh, hi, Linda. Linda said, "Happy early birthday, PJ."
Aw, thanks, Linda. I will be 37. This is another year that I forgot how old I'm turning. I thought I was 37 already. I thought I was going to be turning 38, but I'm not. I'm 36. I'm going to be turning 37, and I gained a whole year. I love when that happens.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Oh no, the concert has been delayed tonight. So there's a shelter in place.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I'm sad. That really sucks. We were so afraid that was going to happen to us on. Oh no. Hi on TikTok thinks that Taylor Swift is just okay and that she's too watered down. We all have our opinions. I get it. There's some artists that like are so successful and so good at what they do, and I'm not crazy about them.
Bad lightning and torrential downpours. We're like 2.5 hours away from Nashville, and a storm blew in this afternoon, and it was heavy rain. So if they're getting anything like what we got like an hour or two ago, it was nasty.
Well, wait. Someone said that Taylor Swift just tweeted.
Thank you, James, over on TikTok. Thanks for the roses. Madeline, we are lovers, not brothers. We have been married for 8 years and we have been together since 2010.
You've had to answer that question like 5 times tonight. That is so funny. Yeah, Lane is in Nashville. How's it going in Nashville with all the weather, Lane? He said it's still thundering here.
Oh, wow.
Eek. Edwin, it is. That's so funny. Andrew Vanderwoodson says, my husband and I get asked 24/7 if we are brothers, and we always say, no, we're lovers.
Hey, Daddy and Papa over on Instagram.
Oh, hi, guys. You know what we've been getting lately that seems to be more than ever before? I'm not sure why. Is when we got to eat with our family, they always ask, is it all on the same check or is it separate ones? And I feel like either they didn't used to ask or we just never paid attention, but I'm the one that always like goes up to the register to hand them our card, and they just always lately ask that. And I always say, oh, together forever and ever and ever. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, would you ask a man and a woman that? I don't know. Maybe.
I think that it's become a standard question.
That would make me feel better if it did, because I'm kind of just like, come on. I hope you would ask a heterosexual couple that.
Well, I mean, they could have. Yeah, I think it's just like a standard question now, but I don't know.
But you know what? I think the part I wish that they would lead with all in the same check, and then we can say, oh no, it's separate. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like if they see 2 guys and 3 kids eating together, I'm kind of like, in what world would that be 2 separate checks? I don't know. Jimmy said, I think it's out of respect to not assume. I mean, yes. Yeah. I think maybe I'm just associating it with the area that we're in. I'm like, would they ask a heterosexual couple? I don't know. Oh, Linda said that servers ask her and her husband that all the time.
See, yeah.
Good. I feel better.
Good. I hope you never bring it up again, because we've had this conversation a lot before.
This is the second time I brought it up.
No, it is not.
And maybe the third.
Yeah. I feel like you want it. You're making it into something. It's not. They're just being nice.
But you're also the one that you don't. I mean, like, it's all the same money. But I'm saying, like, you don't pay. Like, you don't do it. That's like what I do. So you don't see it, and I see it all the time. And it's just kind of like, I'm tired of answering that question. And I think that's what it comes from. It's not like John says that his wife and his wife get asked that too. Okay, so that's good.
Yeah,
good. See, I'm glad we had this conversation.
We'll have it again next week.
No, we won't. This is the last time. I'm happy we talked about this. Clinton on YouTube said that's pretty much a standard question. Okay, good. I'm serious. I really do feel better. Yeah.
Terry said, I'm in Chattanooga. They always ask if I'm with women or men. That's not polite.
I know, that's weird. Okay, so Quinn on YouTube said, what happened? Oh my gosh, I love you guys for paying attention, because I'm the same way. I pay attention to like details of other people too. And so Quinn said, what happened to your white Land Cruiser, the newer one?
Oh, I regret selling that so much. So during the period of time where, like the car market, there was a shortage on new cars, which meant like used cars, the prices of them went through the roof, like what they were worth. And you guys know me, I love Facebook Marketplace. And I actually found our Land Cruiser that we bought a 2020 Land Cruiser on Facebook Marketplace. And when I saw it, was like a great deal. And I was like, Thomas, we really need to buy this car. And we got it maybe for like 10,000 under what it was worth. Mm-hmm. And so we got it for a really good deal. Well, fast forward to the period when I was just talking about how the used car prices shot through the roof. And we had a dealership like offer us money for it. And we ended up making money by selling it to them. And so we sold it to them because we were thinking that we needed a different type of family car that had captain's chairs because our Land Cruiser didn't have it.
I
Anyways,
know.
we ended up getting a car that doesn't have captain's chairs. And now when I see a white Land Cruiser, I like immediately am like slapped in the face, and I feel like I made the biggest mistake because I love it. Was probably like my dream car.
We saw one today actually, and I mean, I don't know. I really
They're
think
so pretty,
hindsight,
and they last for years.
Yeah, they do.
But they are like not good on the environment, and they are gas guzzlers. And
the tech, I will say, listen, the tech is in the Land Cruiser is very far behind. And we have, this may sound small, but I need you to understand, I'm in the car a lot with the kids, toting them around, and our new car has Apple CarPlay and the Land Cruiser did not. And so just having that Apple CarPlay it's been so like good for like maps and like music and calling. And so if the tech was better, I feel like in the Land Cruiser, I would be like, yeah, let's do it again. But I think we'll always have a Land Cruiser. Like right now we have a 99 and we love it.
Sapna, we literally were just talking about this tonight. We went through a saga of having like our washer break over and over again. And we bought a new one, and then that washer broke the same day. And then we got a new one last week, and they are so good. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
They have like our laundry has been caught up. They're huge, and they fit all of our clothes in them. Our son threw up like a few days ago, and we had to wash his like down comforter and all of his bedding and his pillows, and it washed all that. So Sapna, they're doing great.
Couple things on YouTube. People are validating me about the Apple CarPlay. Sean said it makes the whole difference. BBJKO8 said, I love Apple CarPlay. Totally get it. Real quick, someone on TikTok said, what is that metal in the fireplace? So we are not, it's not a fireplace. It is our stove. And I think they mean that. And that's our pop filler.
So that fills up, it has water. So if you need to like a big pot of water for pasta, you can fill it up.
You don't have to haul your pan to the sink. Oh, I'm so sorry. A couple people. So Gunner said, y'all give Rivian vibes. And someone that's on TikTok. And then on Instagram, someone else said, have you considered Rivian? Rivian. So I have. Rivian makes a 3-row SUV, and I've watched a ton of YouTube videos on it. However, I'm almost 100% certain they're like $100,000. And I will be honest, our Land Cruiser was very expensive, and we have both agreed I don't think that we'd want to spend
that much money on a vehicle.
Yeah, with our 3 young kids. Like it just doesn't make sense. So yeah. But maybe, when the kids get older, we'll get another Land Cruiser. Okay, you know what? So Esteban on TikTok said, get a Toyota SUV. So the plan was a year and a half ago.
When we sold the Land Cruiser, the plan was to get the new Sequoia when it came out.
Like for those, sorry guys, if you're not into car talk, this might bore you, but the new Sequoia almost looks just like the 2020 Land Cruiser that we had. It's just like updated tech and like nicer finishes.
It has Apple CarPlay.
Yep, it has a huge screen Apple CarPlay. It has the captain's chairs that I wanted. And so that was the plan, to get a Sequoia. However, finding a Sequoia is impossible. And the ones that we have found are $110,000, which is insane. So yeah, that's not going to be happening anytime soon, but hopefully we'll find one in a couple of years.
Hi over on TikTok asked if the children were permanently ours, and they are. We started fostering our 3 kids in July of 2019. We fostered them for 2 years, and then we adopted them. So we are their fathers.
Yes. Hi Ray. Mm, not gonna finish that. Nice try. Nice try. No, don't say it out loud.
I know, but I still
Okay.
am not getting it.
Okay, good. Don't get it. So someone on Instagram said, "How many miles are on your '99 Land Cruiser?" Great question. There's only 200,000 miles on it, which I know sounds like a lot, but for a 99, 24-year-old car, it's not that much, and it's in great condition.
Jordan, we are married. We've been together for 13 years. We've been married for 8.
You said we've been married for 13 years. We've been married for 8.
We've been together for 13 years, and we've been married for 8. Sarah said that we are boyfriend twins. PJ, do you consider yourself sassy? Yeah, I would say so.
Yes, you are so sassy. Real quick, guys, Mark on YouTube said, I don't want to be a downer, but I just want to remind everyone to tell your loved ones how much you love them, as tomorrow is not guaranteed. I lost my sister last weekend and I am devastated. Mark, we are so sorry. What, guys, if we could all show Mark some love, I know he'd appreciate it.
Yeah, that's tough, Mark. I hate that for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. JLC said he has a Toyota Highlander, or they have a Toyota Highlander, 22 years old with 130,000 miles, great shape, and no plans to trade her out. Here you go.
Thank you, Jordan.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Boom. Okay, so on Instagram, someone said, "How are you guys enjoying your fatherhood?" I mean, I know you guys enjoy it a lot, but any favorite moments? Yeah, I think that we at this point in our lives, we can't imagine not being fathers, and we are loving fatherhood. And I think that our favorite moments, just in general, are when we see our kids learn and grow. Like right now, our oldest, Alan, he's really, really into animals and dinosaurs. And like every day he comes home and is like, "Did you know that like snakes shed their skin and this and this and this?" And like, "Did you know that the reason like sharks are the color that they are is because they are camouflaged in the water?" Like he told us that this morning. And like, I don't know. I love seeing them take interest in things. And like our middle son is very interested in just like being unapologetically himself. Like he does what he wants and he's not worried about what anyone thinks about it. And I love that. I hope he stays like that forever. So yeah, I just love seeing them learn and come into their own.
Hello, Brazil, over on Instagram. How many kids do you have? So Spencer, we have a total of 3 kids.
Yep.
When we took our foster placement, it was a sibling group of 3. At the time, our youngest was 18 months old. The middle son was 2.5, and then our oldest was 4. And they came to live with us, and so we overnight went from like 0 kids to 3 kids, and went through a whole like learning process. And yeah, I can't imagine life without our kids now, and they're really good kids. That's like when people meet our kids for the first time, or like see them, or like their teachers usually, they usually are telling us like how well behaved they are.
And that's true. And you know what I'm excited about is I'm excited for every stage. Do you want any more?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm excited for every stage of their lives, like watching them get older. And like we talk about it all the time. We cannot wait to like, I don't know, like when they're older than 21, like have a glass of wine with them, or like just like experience them as adults too. And I'm truly excited to experience every phase of their life with them. Like the teenage years, the preteen years. Like I know I'm not naive, like I am naive, but I know it's going to be hard, but I'm just really excited for it.
Over on TikTok, we had a question about Dixie and how she was. So Dixie is one of my best friends, and she lives at our farm, and she takes care of our farm animals and keeps an eye on like the property out there. They also asked if we were currently rehabbing any properties and asked about our riverland. So we have a piece of property that's like 20 acres on the Ocoee River in Tennessee, where a lot of people do like whitewater rafting. We still own that land, but we lease it out to like a hay farmer. And so they just like keep it cut and like they do hay for their cattle. So no plans currently for that land, but we still own it. We are rehabbing 2 different properties right now. We have the farmhouse, which is in Tennessee on our farm. And it is, I would say maybe 70% finished. We still have a lot to do, kind of running out of steam, but it's slowly coming along. The beach shack that we have is, I would say, 90% finished, maybe even like 95% finished. And we plan on staying there this summer and then potentially over winter and next summer doing it as a short-term like Airbnb that you guys could potentially stay in, but we'll keep you updated on that.
Mandy on TikTok said Era's tour tag to get likes as views. Cool. Mandy, you may have just now joined because actually like 50% of this conversation has been about the Eras tour.
If you go to, we're streaming on Instagram and YouTube, and we can, we post those on the platform, so you can watch the first part of the live if you actually are interested in hearing our thoughts on it. We talked a good 30 minutes about our thoughts on the
well, because we just went to the Nashville show on Friday.
Yeah.
So that's why we discussed it. It was wonderful. Okay, so Lux on Instagram, thank you for clarifying how you pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. They said, huge fan from San Francisco. Your fam is such an inspiration for many out there. Literally keeps many of us moving and stay productive and energetic. Just FYI. That is so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank all of you guys actually for tuning in tonight. I know it's Sunday and we just appreciate you spending some time with us.
Pizza lover, we are not brothers and we are not boyfriends. We are husbands.
PJ has this whole like rehearsed thing. I love it. Terry said you both look great in black. Yeah, black. Well, your shirt is gray, isn't it? On here, but it does look black. We kind of adopted like a
capsule
wardrobe. I was like, what's the term? Capsule wardrobe about 3 years ago during the pandemic. And if you look at our closet, it's nothing but just like white shirts, black shirts, gray shirts, and navy blue shirts. And it just makes getting dressed so much easier in the morning. So you'll most likely either see us in one of those colors. So Sean said, you are both my suburban heroes. Thank you. I love suburbia. I'm not kidding. Like, excuse me. I've always, I joke about wanting to move to Brooklyn, but I love suburbia.
Over on Instagram, BM Volland said, PJ, what are you doing with your diet and exercise? You're looking very strong and healthy.
Yes.
So I basically took like a 3-year break. When the pandemic hit, I just was in a mentally like really bad state. And I used to use fitness for like my mental health. And like I worked out maybe like 5 or 6 days a week before the pandemic. And it was mostly just for mental, like I feel great after I do like a quick workout. And so I really enjoyed it. I used to run weekly and then I stopped doing that for so long. And then in the last 2 months, I like realized that I wasn't happy with like mentally, but I also like not with like how I felt. And so I started working out 5 days a week. And I committed to working out for 5 days a week for at least 45 minutes to an hour, those 5 days. And then in the last like 15 days, I implemented running. I had to take a break from running because my knee was really hurting, but that went away. And so for like the last 15 days, I've ran every day. And so running has been something that I've really enjoyed. Like I ended up running 2 times today. My goal is to run like a mile a day. And so that's what I've been doing. That's to me very like achievable. I can do that in like less than 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. And it's nice to have like to check it off every day.
I love that you have running. I really do. I think that's great. I hate running.
Mentally, running is great. Like if you're able to run and you like need some mental health, which is something that I need on a daily basis, it really puts me in a good mood.
Yeah. Yeah. Sean said, "What is your exercise routine, Thomas? You're looking great too. Thanks." I don't really have an exercise routine. We just go to the gym 5 days a week, and
Yeah,
I just try and lift weights there.
You've committed. I mean, you do. I feel like you are in a good routine.
Yeah.
You'll do like 20 to 30 minutes of cardio, and then you'll lift weights, and we both go at the same time. So it's nice having like, we don't work out together when we're there, but we have like our backs as far as like, we both kind of like lean on each other to like Monday through Friday, we're going to the gym for an hour ish.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not a full hour, but we try to do an hour.
It does make it easier when you have a partner to work out with, like a workout partner. And so, yeah, I like it. I do. I will say, even though I always complain about working.
You've had 2 different people say you look like Chris Pratt on here.
Chris Pratt, really cute. I like him. My favorite is Chris Pine, but I'll take Chris Pratt. I will say, like, even though I complain about working out, when we don't work out for some reason, I do feel off, and I feel like, I need to get back in the gym.
Oh, that's a funny question. Somebody said, "Who's the good cop, bad cop?" I'm usually the bad cop.
Yeah, but I can be bad too. I can be a bad cop too. Gunnar said, "My husband just wants to talk while I'm over there dying on the treadmill." That's funny.
Good morning from England. You're getting up and we're about to go to bed. You must be up early.
Oh, wow. Yeah. JLC48 on YouTube said, "Ooh, Chris Pine. Yes, indeedy. And I'm a lesbian. LOL." He has that effect. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I will say, I wrote a blog post about this years ago about who's your favorite Chris, and I never published it. This was like 3 years ago. I just remembered that because out of the Hollywood Chris's, it's like Chris Pratt, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pine, and Chris Evans. And we've talked about this. Chris Pine has always been my favorite. And yours, I think, is Chris Hemsworth, Thor, or Chris Evans.
I like Chris Evans, but I like Chris Hemsworth too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, PJ, we've been live for almost an hour and a half. Do we want to do some last minute questions before we sign off for the night?
I think that sounds great. So if you have any last minute questions that you guys want to talk about before next Sunday, because we'll be back next Sunday for Vino Vent, but send through your last minute questions and we'll answer a few from both or all of the YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram.
Also, Ryan said, "Hey, awesome meeting you guys for a minute at California Adventure that night. Glad you made it out here and had a good trip."
Oh, wow.
So cool. Yeah, we had so much fun in California.
The kids loved that. That was such a great trip.
We were just talking about that yesterday. Also, I meant to say, guys, give us some, if you drink wine, or even if you don't, and if you think of any like yummy wines, leave some suggestions for us in the YouTube or Instagram comments, and we'll go back and check them. Because I think it'd be fun to try out new wines every Sunday. So if you have some that you like, leave some suggestions and we'll go buy them.
Haley said, "Hey guys from Manchester."
Oh, happy coronation weekend, Haley. Boo on TikTok said, "I feel like y'all would thrive in certain parts of California." I agree.
I do. After visiting there this last time, I could see myself in different areas. It's just so far away from family. That would be the hang up
Yeah.
for both of us, I feel like.
I feel like we could totally do Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
And Ojai. And Montecito.
Hi from Saudi Arabia.
Oh, hi, Sarah.
Okay. Does your daughter like all bugs, like butterflies? She's not alone. Thanks for the live stream. She does like all bugs. She was literally holding a cockroach yesterday. Ladybugs, butterflies, it doesn't matter what. She loves all bugs.
She does, which I like that because I hate bugs. Okay, Sapna real quick said, do the donkeys have names yet?
I don't know. So Thomas came up with some names, and then a lot of people also recommended those similar names. Yeah. Matt, our friend, came up with some names, and I actually think his are funny.
Let's talk about them.
So Matt came up with, we have 3 donkeys, and I literally thought I said it right that time. Donkeys.
You said donkeys, and it's donkeys.
Donkeys. Okay.
He always pronounces it differently.
I have learned that I hate saying that word just because, and I've been saying it so much the last few weeks.
I hate that.
Donkeys.
No, just say however you want to say it.
So we have 3. They're all girls, and one of them looks like a horse. One of them kind of looks like a cow, and one of them kind of looks like a llama. And so Matt was like horse, cow, and llama, which I thought was funny. Thomas said the Sanderson sisters, which a lot of people also said Sanderson sisters.
From Hocus Pocus.
And I like that too.
Because we do.
So maybe let's do this. Let's give them, their real name will be the Sanderson sisters, but their nickname, which all of our animals have nicknames, will be horse, cow, and donkey.
Yeah. It's funny because one of them is like dark haired. So that would be like, so the Sanderson sisters are from Hocus Pocus. So the dark haired one is Mary. She has the dark brown hair. Then one of them is lighter, and that'd be Sarah, the blonde hair. And then there's one that's kind of speckled, and she's kind of like the leader. Like you can kind of tell she seems like the leader of them, and she is Winifred. Mm-hmm. Like it just, and because Winifred has like the curly hair, and then the one that's the leader has like spots of like light brown and orange and white. And so I don't know. To me, it just really fits. So
Andy, we have not been on Sean Cody.
No, he said we're all on Sean and Cody.
Oh, well, no.
But I know what you meant.
We have not been on that. Do y'all kiss? Yes.
People have been asking all night for us to kiss. Should we just kiss? Or no? The thing is, if we were to kiss now, it'd feel so forced. So.
Yeah. No.
You'll have to wait. Oh no, our music stopped. Okay.
Okay. Any questions over on Instagram? I feel like we did a few from TikTok and a few from YouTube. Have you ever been to Australia? We were supposed to go to Australia in March of 2020. And as you know, the pandemic also hit during that time frame. And we ended up canceling that trip. It was a sponsored trip that we were doing a partnership with the Australian airline company. What is it? Qantas. And it was in the we just did not feel comfortable leaving our kids at that period in time. So I got cold feet after we said yes that we would do it. It was going to be like 11 days, I think, total. And I freaked out. And
no, I think 14 days.
It was a long trip, and we canceled it. I would love to go. Our oldest son loves watching like the what's the guy?
His name is
Captain Jack.
No, Jack. Not Captain Jack. Just Jack.
He has like a YouTube channel.
He's like the Steve Irwin's protege, and he's always like, let's go to Australia.
I do think one day we're going to be there. We don't have anything planned, but I would love to go.
Ooh, Jack said Diane Keaton's wine label is good. I've always wanted to try her cab. I think we have to order it online because they don't sell it here.
Okay.
Well, guys, I think that is it for tonight. It's been an hour and a half. It's been so much fun. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yeah, we'll be back next Sunday for Vino Vent. That'll probably be the last one because we're going to be going to Europe the week after that. So we probably
Yeah.
miss the next one.
Unless we did it from Europe. Oh my gosh, that'd be fun.
We're going to be on a cruise ship. So we'll have Wi-Fi. So if we feel like we have good enough Wi-Fi to go live on the cruise ship, we'll do it, because that would be a fun live to go on. We can tell you about our trip in Europe.
That's true. Edwin, sorry, real quick. We actually do have a P.O. box. It's P.O. Box 485, Cleveland, Tennessee.
It's also on our website, pjthomas.com.
Yeah, you can find our P.O. box. We receive letters and packages from you guys all the time. We have a whole wall in our upstairs landing, and it's a big bulletin board that PJ made a couple years ago, and it's just filled with all of the letters that people have sent us. It is my favorite thing ever. So we do have a P.O. box, just so you guys know.
All right, we're gonna go watch a little sci-fi show now.
Let's do it.
But thank you guys so much for joining. Yes. If you're free next Sunday, come and stop by. We're gonna be posting all week, so we'll see you around. Bye.
Bye, guys.